must have a special seating for Welsh people. Did you board the same flight as we did?
I'm Guido.
Yes.
From Red Label Filters, Holland.
Because what I like about this drum as well, which is like my new Happy 25.
Yeah.
You've got brushes on the drum on the inside.
Also.
And then also where the UV bulb is.
We also have a UV cover.
Yeah.
So we've got a brush from the on the behind, and we've got a brush inside.
And
Also, this one is with an extra spray.
Yes. Oh, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
So that's what you've put on my two drums.
As an extra option.
Extra option. So while it cleans, it also flushes the
You
chute.
have more flow, so it will flush more.
Yeah.
You can see it, yeah.
How many microns is this screen?
This is 120.
120 microns.
Yeah.
Very good.
We also have 80 as an option, but that's a discussion with the customer.
Right, okay.
What he's preferring.
This is the testing area for Red Label. I've got some really nice fish here. Quite big, but they're impressive as well. So, yeah. So we just had a pit stop on the way to the Red Label factory to get some coffee.
I can do.
No, don't.
Take the wheel.
I don't want you crashing your car.
Yeah.
So, good morning, Guido.
Good morning. Fresh.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Thank you for last night having dinner together and everything like that. So, we are at Red Label HQ
Production site.
Production site.
plant.
And we're going to have a look around, see all that you're doing here today. So, it's my...
Welcome. We start, of course, computer sites, administration, printing sites, drawings. Here we are making drawings, printing it out, sending it to the CNC computers, having the agenda, what to do this week or next week.
Right.
So administration. But this is where all the...
This is where the magic happens.
Where the magic happens, the hard work, blood, sweat, tears, everything.
Blood, sweat and beers.
Everything.
Yes.
So we've got a couple of tables, welding tables, input tables. We've got the CNC machine in the back.
Yes.
Cutting machines.
So talk us through what happens at this table here. There's some parts.
This table, first the raw material is coming in.
Right.
The machine will cut all the bits and pieces. They put it over here, and then they will sort everything out for the filters.
Right.
Also, bigger strange, they will glue it here together. So sometimes you need bigger tables to weld and
more spaces.
Produce everything. What we've got over here is to, if you have like some parts, they just make the edges better with this machine.
Right.
Finish it.
To make it, you don't hurt yourself. First, we have to go to the right corner.
Yes, let's go down.
That's where this is where it all starts.
This is where the magic starts.
Yeah. So the big plates are coming in, put on the table. First things, the machine will start doing the engravings.
And this is Patrick here programming?
That's Patrick. It's one of our crew members with the biggest Red Label heart.
So he's programming
and the nicest smile, of course.
He's programming the machine.
The
machine's doing its job. And we can see that from here. It's quite a task.
Normally it's never quiet in the factory. the machine should be running
Yes.
all the time.
Quiet means no production.
Quiet means no production. Yeah.
So these are the raw materials here, and behind you they come as a one, as we say in England, one sheet.
One sheet.
Yes,
Yeah.
But you would say one piece, right?
One piece. Yeah, one piece. So we've got different thickness for different products.
Right. So we started over there. We're on the sheet now. The sheet is marking off the different cottons.
Yeah.
Where do we go from there?
From there, you will get
One of these.
one of these, all cut it, and then it will go to the table to make everything, how do you say it?
Yeah, bevel it and cut it out.
To cut it out, make it clean, so there's no dirt or something else left over. Then we're going to that table. So you also see all the staff members. This is
the
Rico.
assembly.
This is what I'm meaning.
Right.
He's making clear all the edges.
All right, beveling. Yes.
So when we're gonna weld it, it's gonna weld nice together.
Right. So he's doing the hard work.
He's gonna do.
Yes.
That's this point, and then from that point we're gonna put it together. Kunnen wij?
So it becomes a box.
It becomes a box. Yeah, yeah.
You know, Guido, for me, I'm just saying that as koi keepers, some koi keepers don't see this part. They just see a machine.
Yeah.
I buy a machine from this one or that one.
Yeah.
For me, your fish is the precious, is the end result.
Yeah.
But you can't have the end result looking the best without the best heartbeats or the internals of the pond.
Yeah.
And for me, a drum filter, it does a lot of things. It removes that dirt from the water and stop that teabag effect of that coming out into the water.
Yeah.
And like with most drums, they would do their job, but some drums I find, like with Red Label, you put a little bit of extra care into the components. And one of the things we mentioned yesterday is all the components are handmade.
They're all handmade. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. We produce all the components over here, and so we can help you also with your wishes.
Right. So it's not a robot.
It's not a robot. No, no,
right.
no. It's all handmade. And yeah, how do you say it? It's
Well, it has a personal touch to it as well.
a personal touch. Yeah.
Yes.
And we can develop the product every time again and again and again.
And can you maybe tweak for customers'
Yeah,
need?
yeah, we do customer tweaking. Yeah,
so
we,
you could put an inlet different place.
just like your place, you're asking me, oh, I want to have it like
Yes.
left or right, and we
Yeah,
can
yeah.
do it. We
Right,
can do
yeah.
it before ordering. We
Yeah.
can do it.
Not that I'm picky.
No, but you are just different. So that's,
That could be interpreted many different ways.
no, but yeah, everything's handmade.
Yes.
I think that will give us a better product, better
Yeah.
end product.
And I think one of the things I appreciate is and we'll probably look at it a little bit later, is the extra detail you put into the drum that maybe others haven't thought of yet. From the seal to the internal spray,
To the internal spray. yeah.
things like that. And we'll have a look at some examples.
We just collected those ideas from talking to partners, customers, and listening to customers, and try to put it into our product. It's
Yeah.
not always possible,
Yeah.
but we try.
Yes.
And because if you change a product, you have to change a lot
Right.
into the drawings, into the way it's going to be welded. So it's not only changed a little bit, it's changed the time and
Yes.
the complete process of making. So yeah, he's now pushing he's pushing it hard to make the product and make a sample for us.
So we're seeing that one of the pieces are coming together to make a box right in live. So
If you
that's a
see, we also made a cutting over here.
Yes.
This is the bottom plate.
All right. Okay.
So because we are doing this, it's like a puzzle. It always is exact the same on the exact millimeters, and this is taking the force from the plate, so it's not only welded, it's inside the bottom, and it's always on the same way. What's that? So it's always at the same place. It's
Right.
verkeerde, maar you see all the bits and pieces are coming into the same place.
Right.
So it starts with the sheet, and then it's becoming, every table is becoming more and more a product.
So you can see the detail that he's putting in to get the edges lined up, or taking all the burrs off and then getting ready to score it at different levels so he can add in all the other extra components into it here. What size drum would this be?
This is gonna be the 2025 XL?
Yes.
2025 XL.
Right, okay.
And this is gonna be for the, this is the happy, huh? This is one side, one table for the happy.
Okay.
So we've got all the components over here. This is also for one size for the happy.
Right.
So we make them in.
So this is my quarantine drum.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is it. Yeah. From scratch.
Very good. So the guys are busy putting all this together, and it's done in a real time. While he's putting this together, can we look at another component, like the gear component, or
Yes, we can look. Yeah.
together? I think this is how many microns?
This one is
120
120.
microns.
For the basic models, and the smaller models, we have the smaller engine. So the engines, no plastics inside, and we have the bigger ones for the bigger drums.
So that's on my 50-55.
That's on your 50-55.
Yes,
And still
okay.
running after
Still running 6 years now.
6 years. Yeah.
And so
this
is that
is
on my Happy?
That's on the happy filter.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. And no plastic internal.
No plastic inside.
Wow.
Nothing.
Patrick looks very, very committed to his job.
He is. Yeah, he is.
Attention to detail.
Yeah. He never has any attention for me, but
No,
okay.
but
it's okay.
But it's good to see it assembling, like these hose clippings and things like that, you know.
Here you can see already the
brushes on the inside.
brushes, the patented seal,
Right.
the start. It's exactly millimeter inside.
Yes. So all hand assembled, no robots, unless Patrick is unless Patrick is an android.
Sometimes he feels like a robot because he has so much things to do.
I just say Chippy's a machine.
Yes.
He's a machine,
Like a
yeah,
machine,
yeah.
but he's not a robot.
Very good.
If I should do it, this would take me one day. But he's doing it in like
Very
5
good,
minutes.
Yes, yes. And these are the brushes that they put in to get this off the tray. Can we show this tray?
Of course, yeah.
So this is the chute. Now one of the modifications, is it good to call it a modification?
It's an option.
An option.
Plus, yeah, we started to do it as a modification. but
Yeah,
now,
so you
now
did
it's
it on when you came and visited me 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I brought you a present.
He bought me a present.
I thought, let's make this modification inside both your drums. This is an extra spray. If you watch the Dejo, D. It's starting like on the spray bar, it will start like this.
right.
With this pipe, it will go underneath the tray, and then it looks like this.
Oh,
So
well neat.
every time when it sprays, it will give like 1.5 liter extra to give more flow. Some ponds, they have more dirt inside, and
Yes.
you need more flow,
Yes.
and this will make it happen.
So this will push all the dirt out
Yeah,
from there. And yeah, I've seen the effect on mine because I was hosing mine off every couple days, but now I'll leave it for a week
Yeah.
and it's fine now.
does not say you never have to look at it
No,
again.
you still
but,
need to. Yeah, you still need
You
to.
always need to maintain your filter.
Yes. And there you can see it on the inside there. Hopefully this camera can pick it up on the inside. So
This is an extra. We've got the gasket inside. We also made some modification about this gasket. We started doing it with a stainless steel feather. Now it's a Teflon
Teflon, right?
Teflon rubber that does not affect has no problem with putting salt in your water or something
Right,
like
no
that.
treatments.
Chemicals or something, it does not do anything with it. So that's what we've changed. In our filters we are putting 2 of those,
Right.
just to be sure there's no leakage in the...
And
Where do they go?
show us where they go.
So first you
we can
saw
see
the drum.
Yeah, we can see the seal as well.
This is now the inside of the seal. This black cover is just to protect it from the UV light.
Right.
And this is the seal. It's only like 3 centimeter thick, but it doesn't.
It doesn't allow like
No,
the first
nothing.
systems.
This
Yeah.
is where the UV light is coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
UV light tray.
Yeah. So there's and this is your patented seal, right?
This is how. Yeah, it is.
So if you want to know his patent, there it is, seal patent.
You can look up the numbers, but
But for me, you know, Guido, you saw my pond, and I run recycle RO, which you said it's different for Dutch mindset RO.
it's different. Yeah.
But for me, I have to recycle my water, and I take it after the drum,
yeah.
and I take it to 20 micron, then to 5 micron, then I recycle it, and I find that I clean the washable filter once every 10 days.
Yeah.
But I think with the new seal,
it's gonna be less. Yeah.
maybe be less for me.
Yeah, because there's almost no dirt coming through.
Yes.
It's not possible because there's only like 1 millimeters of space in
Right.
between.
Yeah.
So there's always coming something, but not so much,
Not so
as
much
before.
as the old one. Yes.
The old one was always pushing
Yes.
like this, and then you can see because
It flexes.
it flexes,
Yeah.
and then you will have a flow.
Yes. But this one is just designed. So show us where this Teflon.
This is the seal,
Yeah.
and we put this inside here. So.
Yeah, I can see one there. Yes.
So normally the drum is over here,
Yeah.
and then the shaft is going through, and this is the place of the engine.
Yes.
And we put 2 in here.
Right.
Also, we put an extra thick plate over here, just to
Right.
keep the weight from the axe. There's no weight,
Right.
but
Support.
just to make extra support.
Yeah.
So tell us while we're here, tell us what you got in this cave of joy. What have you got in this warehouse? I can
In
see
this
some.
part of the warehouse,
I can
it's
see some kind of
Red X mats.
which is like Japanese matting.
Yeah.
You got some down there.
We've got some building start of the joist. We've got some screens.
Yes.
We've got some moving bed, what you
Moving bed,
call
yes, I have.
K1.
yeah. Helix. Helix.
Yeah, it's Helix. So this is overstock. You are here in end of the year, and now we are going to produce for next summer. We've
Right.
got some orders already running, but in like 1 month, this is completely full with filters, just to start the.
Can you explain in relation to the time of year we're at? Right. But can you explain what's happening here in this area in relation to the time of year? because it's now December, and you've touched on, you look into the next season.
Yeah, we're looking into the next season. We looked at what we sold last year, which were the best models, and we're just now going to produce extra and extra.
Could you pull out a piece of Red X? Let's have a look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't reach that high. So tell us about Red X.
Red X is a brand with a certain kind of flow, with a certain kind of surface.
Right.
And we just picked it to be the best.
I have this in my Happy, right?
Yeah, yeah. So you need to calculate the flow, but this is what we're doing together with the producer. So here you can see the screens ready for assembling.
Ian, grab that screen, take it out, let's go. So that's one of the screens that's got ready for assembly. This is 120 micron?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. And of course you can have 80 if you want it.
80 if you want. This is for the basic models.
Yes.
You've got the pro models. Every drum needs his own
Yes.
size of
Yes.
screen.
What size drum is this for?
This is the 80-100.
Right.
So when you look at it from the top, you don't see what I told you yesterday. It's like it's a fat belly.
Yes.
You don't
yeah.
see how big it is.
Yeah. Very neat the way it's done and assembled. A brush there.
The arm comes like this,
Yeah.
Yeah.
on the angle.
And you said I can retrofit this as well, right?
Yeah, you can do.
If you change the screen, you can put a brush.
We started doing it like straight,
Yes.
but then we noticed, and when you do it like this, the engine has less of resistance
Yes.
when you do it like this, because now we
Contact, yes.
contact. So we're improving.
This here, look.
Yeah.
Can you see?
This one it's taking it over the tray
Yes.
and pushing it in.
Yes. And if you already have a drum like me, you can order one of these, take it out and put it
Yeah,
on.
yeah. Just give us the size, and
Yes.
we still have the drawings of the older models,
Yes.
and we can just fix it in.
Right.
Now we have a new axe, but the thread is left thread. So if the engine is running, it will never come loose,
Yeah.
because this one is left. So
Opposite,
this is
opposite, yes.
so
Yes,
it's
yes.
extra.
Ah. Left hand thread.
Left hand thread,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So it will never come loose.
Yeah.
All the filters, they start with run card. So
Okay.
every step we will check, and we will check, and we will check.
Oh yes, I see mine came with that.
So this is like your passport for filter.
Quality control.
When there's
Yeah. Kind of.
when you have this at home, something's happening, just give us the number, and we can see which filter, which kind of different things we made. So we try to make it with less of mistakes.
Yeah.
Still, it's a handmade product, so there's
So this is like a record of the production.
yeah,
You know, yeah.
yeah. When it's leaving the factory, we are making digital photos from the complete filter, and at the end you can get it back when there's some questions.
Yeah.
Red label. Guido walked super fast. He said when he was born, he dropped into
Red Bull.
Red Bull.
So I've got so much energy.
Your life is full of red, eh? Red label, Red Bull.
I love red.
Do you know in Trinidad, right, where I come from, our national color is red.
Okay.
So maybe you were destined to go to Trinidad.
Maybe this is my destiny to go.
Do you like hot climate and hot spicy food?
I love it. I love the spicy
All right,
food.
so maybe we have to arrange to get you to Trinidad, so you could be a red label in a red country.
If I can wear my white blouse, it's okay. This is where we have one control box over here, and this is the calibration area of our sensors.
Right.
So all the sensors we are testing, if there's no failure in the sensor or a difference in the height, because
Right.
you want to know exactly what height.
Yes, I work with precision, not with guesswork.
So now it wanted to clean because there's low of water. We've got an emergency button. So if you press 112, you can say you can do a spray after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 15 minutes. If something wrong, or you're giving medicines, or you just want to do something, this is the emergency. Also, what you can do is change the spray moment. Now it says 65. If you just push the button down, you can give it.
Yes, you could change the clean point.
You
Right?
can change the number of the setting point.
So that
So before it was 65, now it's 60.
Yes.
So the lower in the gravity system, the lower you set the set point, the longer it's going to take
to clean.
It's going to
so
clean.
like right now I'm in winter mode as a pond, so I'm not feeding heavy. So I've reduced mine down to 13 centimeters.
Yeah. Okay. So it's going to take longer time
to clean.
Yeah. So this
And it
is all
saves the
possible.
energy cost.
A lot.
Yes.
Energy cost, water cost.
Everything. Yes.
So this is possible.
And also one more thing I like about it is you don't have to put your hands in the water. You're doing it from the dry.
Yeah.
Not putting your hands in the filter at all.
This is it. And after a couple of months, you will notice, okay, at this height, my filter is going to spray like this amount, and then you just in wintertime, summertime, or you can easily exchange it, or when you do medicines or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Guido, your sensor here, how does it work? Does it work with electric or pressure?
Pressure, water pressure, yes.
Water pressure.
Yeah.
So it senses that it wants to clean when the pressure changes.
Yes. If there's less of water, the numbers will get lower. If there's high, and then the software will notice it has to spray.
Now some people might think, but can it fail? I've had one for 6 years and mine has been fine, no problem. I guess it's machinery,
It's machinery, so...
But so far I've been blessed.
If we look at the other switches, sometimes we have a problem with it, but it's I think with everything we sell with electronic, it's possible. But for the moment, it's a really stable product.
So I like this is the control box on my 5055.
Yep.
Right at the end is the one for my Happy.
This is the Happy. It's a basic model.
Yes.
But it will do.
It will do the same work.
The same work, but you have to put your hands in.
Yes. To adjust the height.
To adjust the height. You cannot do it at 1 centimeter at a time because.
Yes, it's sticky. So I know.
It's easy, but the difference is then also pricing.
Yes.
Of course. We started to do the drum filters like 7 or 8 years ago, and we wanted to reach the higher level.
Right.
But we noticed there's a really big market in the normal level.
Yes.
And that's why we're now producing the Happy filter, and just to try to reach everybody with the.
And you have the Happy filter, then you have the Joy filter, which is the same but shorter.
It's like 15 centimeters
shorter.
lower.
Yeah.
Depends on space you're having at home. But there's only a small difference in.
Yeah. One thing I forgot to mention, let's go back to this controller, is that with this controller you can actually change the drum from gravity to pump fed.
Yeah, inside the program we have different numbers, and if you want to, or you have a different setup and you want to take your drum, you can just push in the numbers and change the mode into gravity to pump.
Right.
But
you change this.
You also need to change
the sensor
position. Yeah.
But I think in my drum it's already marked.
It's on gravity, so it's on the drum side.
Yeah.
If it's pump fed, it always should be on the.
Most koi keepers may not do it, but it's an option. It's a good option.
We have many questions like people, they know they're going to move in 2 or 3 years, but still have a pump running, and they want to start with pump fed. and then in their new house or new pond, they're gonna do it gravity.
Yeah.
So it has the same function as the basic controller,
Yeah.
only this is the deluxe controller.
Right.
This can handle more power
Right, okay.
because it's in the middle of the drum series.
Yeah.
And then you can think people with bigger filters, they have bigger pumps, bigger UV lights. So this can have more power.
More power.
Yep.
It's just amazing.
This is like, this is a plug and play model we have. So, but it's still in assembly
assembly. So it's a 3035.
3035 plug and play.
Right.
So some people, they just want to put it into the garden
Yes.
and they don't want to have anything around it. So the pumps are coming inside, the valves are coming inside. So you only have to, you're only going to see the filter.
It's like a self-contained unit,
Yeah.
Yes.
you know?
How it overlaps there.
Yeah.
So no dirt goes back on itself. It's a good fall. You know what I mean, Ian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
the chute is higher than the
Than the higher the
outlet.
ring. So it could only go one way.
Yeah.
That's might be something people don't think about, but because I've been using drums for maybe 10 years.
This is experience.
Yeah,
so
maybe
this
10
is what
years. So tell us what this.
This
we
is
could see the
the.
switch here, but let's see it outside.
It's the float switch. Normally it will get triggered when normally in a gravity position they are both upside or on the top. The drum will get triggered when this is going down, and
It'll
then
trigger to clean. You mean?
and then it will clean and the water will come up again. No, but then when it's get triggered and it's keeps on triggering it in some way, maybe because there's less of water in the pond.
Continuous cleaning.
At the end, when this is the function, it will shut down the complete system. So you have how do you call it?
It will never run dry.
It will never run dry.
It's switching the pumps off at that point.
Yeah.
So it will save the pump. It will save the.
It will save everything.
Yeah.
It will save everything. That's this position. But if you change it in pump fed, it's the same. When there's too much water coming in, then it's going to be over.
So by turning it upside down, it's pump fed.
Now it's pump fed.
Right. Okay.
And in this situation,
It's working the opposite way.
it's opposite.
Yeah.
And now in this situation, where there's too much water coming in, it will shut down the system. Otherwise, it will overflow and it will go into your waste tray, and it will.
I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
Make you think.
Oh, you're doing it all day, so I feel so lucky.
You mentioned other countries. Where is Red Label available in countries? Where can we?
At the moment, we are in a couple of countries, but we are moving into
Other countries.
like
England,
UK.
UK.
We are at the moment we are already in Dubai, US market, French market, Portuguese market, German market.
You're in Japan as well. You have.
We are also in Japan. We have 6 filters running in Japan.
Right.
We are in the Greece market. So but for us, the best is to go at the moment to the UK market.
To the UK market.
We are already there.
Yes. Well, you're there with Rastakoi.
We are there with Restakoi. Yeah.
Yes, but
I think a lot of people are making this drums out of this material, but what I'm looking at is the finishing of the quality of everything, and that's the bit that distinguishes it, to my mind. You know, why it's just that little bit better, and you know the details of everything are looked into, and also it's not stop. A lot of these projects have stopped developing, but in the last half a year, 1 year, the new washer on the waste chute, things that people have been talking about for some time. They've been talking about it, but nothing's happening. Nobody's done it. You know, it's like everybody's a little bit, you know, sitting back, if you like. But they've done it. They've listened to what hobbyists and pond owners have said, and they're doing things to make all those little improvements. You know, and they're only, some of them are only little things, but all those little things are starting to stack up for me, for being something, you know, that distinguishes a product from his rivals. You know what I mean?
yeah, well,
That's how I'm seeing it and looking at it. know, the quality is just improving and getting better, and I'm definitely looking to get one of these drums now myself.
Yeah.
It may not solve an issue totally, but it will help. You
All
know?
the bits and pieces together will help you get a good environment, and it's nice to hear what you were thinking about the filtering.
Yes.
To hear what other people are saying.
The other thing is, in this hobby, the fish are first and foremost. But you know, we talked to Michael. Michael's got in Japan in Yumikoi. He's got engineering background, and we can sit and talk for 1 hour about, you know, the different technical improvements that have been made, and the advances, and how the products are improving, and that's also an interesting thing in the hobby for us. You know, it's just one other little thing that we like to discuss and talk about, and when an improvement comes, you know, it's of interest to us. You know, it's something that we like to have an interest in and keep an eye on. You know,
It's not. Nobody wants to talk about products are getting they do have a failure or something, but we know, because it's totally hand built, you can fix it after a couple of years.
Yes, sure.
And that's I think really important, but it's hard to talk about that when you're buying a new product. But you know for yourself, like after 5 years you needed a new seal.
Yes.
And we still have it. So we still have the components available and all the drawings for pieces you
system.
maybe need in the future.
But most things may not be the seal you can upgrade, but you can change it. But you can upgrade the chute, you can put the brushes on, you can make your existing equipment. But then the good thing about what I see here is that you're constantly reinventing yourself.
Yeah.
Check this out. So the thing with that I like is with this, I'm able to put heat coils. I showed you heat coils. So my quarantine one has the heat coils there. I have currently 75 liters of Helix. But you said I can do 125?
100 liter, 120, 130 you can put in.
And then I've got the Red X Japanese style matting. And for me, this sort of machine is very good entry model. This is what I use on my quarantine system right now, where the fish are in quarantine. And but I wanted to say thank you to all the hobbyists who watch this. Thank you to Ian as well, who came all the way from Wales. They don't send people from Wales, but they keep them. They're like gold. They keep them.
They kept him at customs for a couple of extra hours, but he's here. So
yes, so we got to make it. And let me put you under pressure again. Would we see you at the koi show in England?
I will come.
You will come. We have it on camera.
If you have beer and wine, I will come.
Beer and wine will be provided.
It's easy to come.
Yes.
No, I will come.
Yes, and I think...
but we're not talking about which year.
No.
No, I will come. No, I will come.
Yes, it'll be good to have you.